Guess what? Your boy is live. Yes. I was actually, if you see the first one I just did, that was just a test to see if it was going to let me go live. And yes, I am live. Although I am on my phone, I am live. So, I don't know how many people are going to jump in on this. I don't plan on being on live too long right now because I'm just getting off and I usually just do my scent of the day and I take me a nap. So I'm going to give some people a few minutes to try and jump in if they want to. I see we got Georgia Gent, Sensual Obsessions on here so far. What's going on, people? Yes, your boy is live. As you can see, I got Kool-Aid and the big Kool-Aid smile. Yes, I am live. We are back in the building. Let me plug my phone up. Okay. Yes, we are live. We are live. No, that is not vodka. That is orange Kool-Aid. Mr. Pump and Dump, what's happening? I see you. Thank you on the 1K subs. Thank you. Lamar Gatson, what's happening? Yes, I am live. I am back live. As I stated before, I'm not going to be on live too long. I just wanted to give it a test run to see what happens. And I tried it last night, I think it was, or yesterday sometime, and it still was telling me that I couldn't go live. So I get here just a while ago, and just out of curiosity, I wanted to got some message from the YouTube staff or committee or whatever you want to call it, and they sent me some kind of congratulatory email. Saying that they congratulate me on the 1K subs. They knew I could do it and all this kind of stuff. So um, something in my mind was just telling me to try to go live. So I am live. I know the quality may not be as good, but we're live. God damn it, shit. That's all. That's all I can say. Anyway, we're up to 6 viewers right now. Just dropped back down to 5, 4. Do you own Hane Mori Him? Yes, I do. Hold on me. Think I still have it. This is now I know there are different versions of this, but this is the one I have, and a lot of people for some reason don't really like Hane Mori. I like this one, but I like sweet fragrances, and it's not really on the gourmand side as much as like Ferragamo's Uomo, but it has like a sweet aspect to it. It's kind of masculine. I really like this one. So if you're asking me if I have this one just because you want to know, Lamar, yeah, I have it, and you can see I have worn a little bit of it. I would not. I don't really recommend wearing this one in the summer or the spring. Maybe if it was cool on a spring day or something like that, but for the most part, summer and winter and fall. Um, if you're in extreme cold areas like New York and places like that, I'm not sure how this one will perform. But if it's just cool like it is here, um, it will work pretty good. And I have to keep touching my screen for some reason because I can't see. Brown bottle. Oh no, I don't have the brown bottle. I just have this one. This is the only one I have. So no, I don't have that one. I don't honestly know anything about either one of those, so it don't really matter to me. If you want to send one or the other, it's cool. Um, you ready for that tag video? Man, I stay ready. I mean, I don't have a lot of those high price fragrances like Creed and all that stuff. I don't have any. So if you're gonna do a video, or if anybody's gonna do a tag video on that kind of stuff, I'm not ready for it. I can only do what I can do. I just have the basic stuff. So, but tag videos, I'm always ready. You want to do it? Let's do it. All right, thanks, Lamar. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything that. Let me go ahead and say this while I'm live, man, so y'all can, like, it's a little bit different when y'all see the video and then y'all have to type, you know what I'm saying, and whatever. But I wanted to say this live so it seems like it's face to face. I appreciate everything that everyone from day one has done for me. Whether it's sending me, let me grab a few things. I'm not gonna grab everything, but I'm gonna grab a few things. If it wasn't for you guys and ladies, I would never have been able to um, like get my hands on or be able to experience any of these fragrances, such as Dua, in which I know these fragrances aren't the most highest or expensive ones, but fragrances like Dua, like Dior Sauvage, things gifted to me also like this Prada Luna Rosa, um, like all these samples, man, that I haven't even touched yet. This is a lot of stuff I have to do. I've done these already, but like all this stuff that I have to test, and a lot of this stuff is winter and fall fragrances in here, so I have to wait on some of that until it gets cold. But you guys are the greatest, and ladies. I keep saying guys, but ladies too, because I do have a few women in here. Sensual Obsessions, I want to thank you also, because out of all of the fragrance houses that I messaged or emailed, this fragrance house, besides What's the name of that other one? I can't remember their name right now. They've been sending out a lot of samples, and I think Ross from TLTG gave away the Zaharoff. That's the only other company that has sent me, besides Sensual Obsessions, that has sent me anything as far as like samples, decants, or anything like that. I appreciate you all greatly. I really do. Um, for everybody who has given me motivation to keep doing what I'm doing and not changing and staying the same, and not getting ahead of myself and not going Hollywood and all that. I appreciate everything, man. I mean, I talked to one of my subscribers the other day, and I actually told him, like, man, I don't even see where I fit into this anymore. Like, I don't know why nobody wants to give me a chance. Like, everybody else already jumps into the game and they just shot right past me while I was trying to make my way to 1,000 subscribers at my first milestone. Everybody else just breezing past me. They're getting like samples and free bottles and all this stuff, and like I can't even get a break. And excuse me, I was on the verge of just saying, screw it, I don't want to do this no more. I'm good, bro. And I had some people talk to me and tell me like, hey man, just be who you are. Don't worry about that. All that stuff will come in due time, and you'll see. And even without companies sending me stuff, I still got all these samples. I got decants. I got all kinds of stuff, man. People sending me Versace and, you know, a lot of trades I've done, a lot of sales I've done. I've bought some things, and if it wasn't for the fragrance community, I don't know where I would be. So I thank each and every person, literally, for what you've done and or what you have said to me. We did have some bumpy roads along the way. So people jumped in and tried to attack the throne, and tried to deter me from what I was doing. But shots were fired. I fired back, and apparently either they got hit or they just ran off. So either way, and I meant that as a figure of speech. I don't own a gun. No, I haven't shot at anybody, and I haven't shot anybody. Just a figure of speech. Somebody tried to jump in and tell me how to run my channel, telling me to put a shirt on, shave my beard, all this kind of stuff. Man, get out of here, bro. If you want to do things how you want to do it, then you do what you want to do. But nonetheless, we made it through. We still rocking and rolling. And I thank each and every one of you guys. So let's see what else. What would you recommend over Givenchy pie? What would I recommend over Givenchy pie? If you're looking for something in the same field as Gourmandish, maybe let's see what I got, because I can only speak from what I have. I can't speak for what somebody else has. I think 1 Million Privé is pretty good. The Azzaro Wanted by Night is good. The Mont Blanc. What is this? Legend Spirit Night, or Mont Blanc Spirit Night. The one that looks like this is not bad. I'm trying to stay like the same kind of sweet, gourmandish type feel. YSL La Nuit de L'Homme is good. Armani Code Profumo is good. Of course, Dolce & Gabbana, the one, the EDP version. I don't know if you like Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. That's pretty good. But for the most part, as far as gourmandish, I think I have more like samples and decants of stuff. I really can't go through all of that right now, but those are just some ones I can throw out right now. But Pi isn't bad. It's just the performance on it is not the best. And you will probably have to reapply. Prada Sport is a total banger. Yeah, I mean, it smells good. Yeah. The one I held up was Luna Rosa. It's not the sport version. Now, I have the sport version. I like the sport version better than the regular Luna Rosa. Yeah, I'll say that. Is that Andy Warhol that good? You fucking right. And what I want to say is, I know Andy Warhol is discontinued from Bond, from the House of Bond. Sensual Obsessions makes their rendition of it. I've never smelled Andy Warhol a day in my life, the original from Bond number 9. But if it smelled anything like the one that Sensual Obsessions sent me, you got to get your hands on it. So go on their website. I seen him on here. I don't know if he's still in here, but if you can put your website information up and let these people know how to get in touch with you, put it up. But as you can see, I still have my sample, and I only sprayed it that one time. This is it, so you can see it. Andy Warhol. And I have not used it because I want to get a full bottle of it from them. And they're not expensive, from what I understand. This shit is amazing. This and Lime in the Sky is fire. And I saw something the other day that kind of bothered me a little bit. They said that they were going to do a reformulation or something like that of Lime in the Sky. If I'm wrong, correct me. But they said something about a reformulation. So I'm suggesting that if they haven't already done it, go ahead and get your Lime in the Sky now. So you'll have, somewhat of an original version from them. Because Lime in the Sky is a banger. I like it. But Andy Warhol, to me, is top notch. And I got to have me a full bottle of that. I bought from Sensual Obsessions, and they're pretty good. Definitely, PJ. Definitely. I'm not sure, but I think 30 days when the Andy Warhol arrives, you have to wait before you can use. I'm not sure. I actually sprayed mine when it came, and it was fire still, but I haven't used it since. That was just my first impression, if you saw that. Now, I have some of the first ones that he sent. That I have to revisit. Now, these are the ones that they originally sent me. They sent me Bleecker Street. I don't even know what this one is because it don't even have a name. But one of these, which is this one, the atomizer don't work, and he's supposed to be sending me an atomizer for it. And the last one is Straight to Heaven. And I set them around. It's been a few weeks now. They should be good. So it should be about time for me to do another review on them, because I want to be fair. And I forgot about our discussion saying that I had to let them sit for a little while, and I forgot. I was so excited I just jumped straight into it. So I want to be fair and give him his fair due, but the other ones I've done first impressions on have been fire. My favorite two, like I said, Andy Warhol and Lime in the Sky. Now he did send some stuff I already had before. Like I have 1 million. I had 1 million Lucky, and I sold it to a good friend of mine, Trey sent. He sent me Silver Mountain Water, and I think I have to do another review on that one. Lost Cherry, I have, and the 2016 Invictus Aqua, I haven't even tested it yet. I think I did spray it once, but I haven't given it a full presentation yet. What else? He sent Andy Warhol, Ultramel I sold that. Savage, obviously I have that one. Virgin Island Water, Lime in the Sky. So they sent me a pretty substantial amount of samples. So I want to give them a fair wearing. But yeah, Sensual Obsessions is pretty damn good. PJ, I'm not sure. Yeah, I already read that one. Bruce, what's happening? Good to see you live again. It's good to be live again. Anthony Rodriguez, you figured it out. LOL. Yeah, we talked earlier. Yeah, I think it was just YouTube itself. It didn't have nothing to do with my phone. It was just them blocking me from going live, I think what it was. And they sent me an email earlier this morning saying that, congratulations on whatever. And then something gave me the notion to just go live, and I went, and it worked. So you're going to see two videos. It's going to be like a few second video. That's the one I initially done, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I stopped it. I can't delete it. I don't know why, but if I can delete that one, I will. But this is the official first live after going 1K. Steve Billingsley. What's up, Mr. Cheap Sense? What's happening? Mark Green. Where can I pick that Royal Night cologne up you spoke about? The Casino Royal Nights. That's from Dua, I think. Casino Royal Nights. Yeah. I think that was from Dua. I also have the Casino Elixir, which was one of their newer ones. It's fire too. But that Casino Royal Nights, man, if you got an old lady, you bet not spray this around her thinking you finna leave the house without her. Because you might not be able to leave. This stuff is fire. And I need to get me a full bottle of this. I do have this decant. I forgot who sent it to me. If you recognize these bottles and you remember sending me these, holla at your boy. But yeah, I still haven't got full bottle presentations of these. My money is kind of tied up. I got this brand new car. I got this high ass insurance. And right now, I can't afford to kick out that much money. I already have one person that I owe some money to. He bought me 2 Bentley fragrances, in which I haven't seen them here, which is why when I see y'all post stuff and I holler at y'all and say, hey, you know what I'm saying, whatever, if you can afford to do it and it's not expensive, then please, by all means, go ahead and grab it for your boy. Holler at me and I can shoot you a little something for it. I can shoot you the money back for it. But a lot of the stuff we don't see here. Like, I think one of the guys was looking for the Bora Bora that I was talking about, and I sold him mine, or I sent him mine. And I see them all the time here, but in other places you guys might not see it. So if I can afford to pick it up, I'll pick it up. Sensual Obsessions is my next purchase. Yeah, y'all really need to give this company a shot, man. I don't get paid anything for saying this. If I think a fragrance house is fire, I'm gonna tell you. And I don't know how long they've been out. We haven't had an extensive talk. We did talk briefly. He actually me and friend request on Facebook, and I actually got to finally see the man behind the logo itself. And we talked a little bit through Messenger, and he seems like a pretty cool guy. The company seems to be legit. The fragrances, I mean, sometimes you're gonna have some hit and misses. They mix all this stuff. I don't know if it's just one or a company, but every I think I've had like 2 duds come from what they've sent me. Uh, Whether it was something that I had to let mature more, and something that I think or he said that was ready to go, and I sprayed one and it just didn't smell like anything to me. I can understand that. It happens, but for the most part, I can vouch at the fact that they are legit and they make some damn good stuff. And I think he's a pretty honest person that you can deal with. So yeah, give him a shot. Nice video, Tony. What's up? Baltimore big man, what's happening? What's going on with you? My boy Dwayne is in here. What's up? PJ. So you didn't like Paul Sebastian? You say you? Yeah, I liked Paul Sebastian. I think what I was trying to do was get away from all those like real cheapies that I started out with. I just had a lot of stuff that I really wasn't wearing that much, and if I could get something out of it or give it to somebody else, like I gave a lot of that. I gave about 60 bottles of cologne to my guy Georgia Gent, and in return I only got like what 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have got like 5 fragrances back from him as far as like trade wise. So he got over him like a fat rat, and I didn't care because a lot of that stuff I wasn't gonna wear, but I know somebody else is gonna get some wearing out of it. I really was trying to just upgrade my personal shelf right here is what I was doing. So I did like Paul Sebastian, but not enough for me to keep it. But it didn't smell bad. I do like old school fragrances like the ones I did keep. The stuff I did hold on to, stuff like Quorum, I held on to. Black Suede, which is one that my cousin used to wear that I used to steal from him when I was going to middle school. I kept that. And I also kept Lapidus Pour On, which is a beast mode fragrance. A lot of people don't like it. Some people do. I didn't think I would like it, but I actually ended up liking it. And I have worn it once or twice. Bleu de Chanel EDP versus Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Which one do you prefer? Greets from Germany. Oh shit. I don't know about that one because I only have, and I have smelled all of these flankers, but I have the EDT, and this is just a partial bottle. If you can see that little bit of juice in the corner, that's all that was left in this bottle that they gifted me. And I like Bleu de Chanel. I just never was going to purchase a full bottle, not for the price that it goes for. But if you want to go, I would say maybe I better not do that. I'm not gonna pick with that one because I think it's a preference. Some people may not like the parfum version because it does change a little bit. Some people may choose the EDP over the EDT just because it is a little stronger. Price wise, if you want to go with just the basic EDT, and you don't mind having to reapply, then go for that. If you want something that's going to perform a little bit better than the EDT, then yes, go for the EDP. But the Parfum version, I can't. I haven't had enough um, time with any of those to be able to give you a fair assessment. So that question I can't answer. And just like I said, somebody just said, who is this? An Untouchable says Bleu de Chanel Parfum is simply the best. See, that's his opinion. But somebody else may say that the Eau de Parfum, the EDP is better. So it's subjective. Big Maze, what's good, big bro? We back live. Yes, sir. How's the longevity on sensual fragrances? I have worn Lime in the Sky. I have a little bit left. And the performance on that is pretty damn good. I think if I'm not mistaken, I probably got about 2 hours of projection out of it. Longevity, maybe 5.5. You probably would have to go back and reference my video on it. I don't know how much more I've worn yet, because I was trying to give some of these time to do what it do and mature. One's missing out of that one. I can't remember what it was I wore. The Millesime Imperial. The Millesime Imperial was average performance. I think scent-wise, it smells almost identical to Sean John Unforgivable. I think the performance on this one from Sensual Obsessions was a little bit better. If you want to go and reference my video on that one, you can. I can't quote myself to be exact on that. And I don't want to sit here and tell y'all one thing and I said something else on my review. But I just know that they are good. So, would you ever get that fragrance Office One? Off the rip, no. Because of the price point. Now, if Sensual Obsessions or Duo or somebody made a copy of it, yeah, I would get it then. But I'm not finna spend no 160, 180, 140, whatever the hell it is he charging for that. Nothing against Jeremy Fragrance. I mean, he's doing what he's doing to try to make money. And apparently he's doing it because he's making money. People are buying it. It's sold out. So, for the price that it's going for retail, no. If you saw that video that me and Matt over at Georgia Scent did this past weekend, and you saw how we put Parfums Vintage Intense Gold versus Office for Men, and Office for Men actually won that, I didn't expect that. You can see my reaction. If we would have let the camera keep rolling in between takes, you would have saw how flabbergasted I was. I was like, I can't believe that this, like the very first one, he said Office for Men. And I was like, huh? And then I think the next 1 or 2 people said the same thing, and then one was a split, and then somebody else said that they like Office for Men too. So it was like 4 or 5 to 2 or something like that. He won hands down. So personally, I didn't see anything that was significant about the fragrance. It just smells like an average fragrance to me. But being that people liked it, it was so mass appealing, so crowd pleasing, I probably would get a bottle of it, just not for what he's charging. Maybe the best scent ever, Blue de Chanel Parfum. You got any coupon codes for? No, no coupon codes. I'm not big time like that. I mean, maybe if he wanted to do something with me and I can get you guys some coupon codes, yeah, but right now I'm still a small fry. I'm not like Big Beard Business and all these other guys who give coupon codes and all that. Like, I don't have it like that. I don't get free samples and free bottles from companies except for, the one Sensual Obsessions and Zaharoff have sent me, in which Zaharoff has only sent one sample. So, uh, let's see. Yeah, that was me that sent those to you, bruh, and it was Dua. Yeah, I remember now. Lolita, Lolita Limpica EDT is a hidden gem. Yeah, I tried to get that one. I can order it, but it's pricey, and I can't spend that kind of money for that. And I mean, if I could find it for a decent price, yeah, I would get it. I think somebody sent me a sample of it a while back, and it was pretty damn good. I like it. Sensual Obsessions is legit for sure. I'll vouch for that. Carlton, good afternoon, homie. What's good? I have the brown Hanamori him. I love it. That's from Dwayne. Lamar. Just caught 2-ounce bottle. Kev, thanks. He's getting some good niche. It's on the way. Yes, sir. What's good, my guy, Big 13? What's happening? Carlton, I want a 2-ounce bottle of Sensual Obsessions version of Silver Mountain Water. Close to the OG. I believe it. Hey, you really need to wear that Midnight in Heaven decant I sent you, or that Pour On decant. Yeah, I haven't gotten around to a lot of that stuff yet. It's kind of hard sometimes. I have a lot of decants that are made for fall and winter, and I can't review a lot of that stuff in the summer still. It's still hot as shit here. I don't know where you guys are, but it's hot as hell here. Just remember, brother, those ones who passed you, they're the ones who sold out, no names mentioned, but the ones I've helped so much sold out to the game and forget where they came from. You have not. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. People get a little success and they get beside themselves, and they think they too good for certain things or certain people. And I'm not throwing shade on nobody. I'm just saying in general, because I've seen this too many times where people get Hollywood. They like most of the time. Most of these reviewers started out just like us. They started out small. They started out shopping at Walmart and TJ Maxx and Ross, and ordering online and stuff. And they bought a lot of cheapies and stuff like that. But then once they started getting backed by some of these companies, and they didn't have to pay for a lot of these bottles and stuff, and people were fronting and consignmenting these bottles to them, they got beside themselves. They started wearing shades in videos and, being all arrogant and Hollywood and, they too good to respond to their subscribers, the ones who actually have carried and pushed your channel for you. You forget about them people. You don't respond to these people. I had a subscriber tell me that they tried to reach out to a certain review. I said his name in my video, but I shouldn't have. But because I still like this guy's channel, I have no beef with him. But he said he tried to message this person just to say hey, and he likes his content, and he said he never got a response from him. And I said, well, don't feel bad, because the same thing happened to me with this same exact person. And I'm not bitter about it, because I understand once you get to a certain status, you have all these people coming at you at one time. and you can't respond to each and everything. You have a job, you got a family, you know what I'm saying? You got other side hustles that you're doing. You working on your house or your car or whatever. Like, you don't have time to sit in front of a camera on your phone all day and respond to hundreds and thousands of messages and comments. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time. I get that. But sometimes just to give back, even if you don't do nothing but do a one-word answer, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like when I leave a comment or a suggestion or something, or I say something and somebody hearts me back, or somebody thumbs up me or some shit like that. I try not to do that. For the most part, if you guys go back and look at a lot of your stuff, if you commented, I would thumbs up, I would heart, and I would comment. So, you know what I'm saying? I know that's probably stretching myself thin, and a lot of people would be like, oh, well, he can do it right now because he's small time. But once he hits another level, then yeah, it might be. But I'm still not going to forget where I came from. I started in the cheapie game. I still have a lot of cheapies over on my dresser. I still got a lot of cheapies on my personal stand right here. But, you know, sometimes you do have to elevate a little bit, change up the thing. You might want to trade up some fragrances, maybe get a few niche in or something like that. And that's just how the game goes, man. That's just how it is. But, you know, Stefan, what's happening, man? Tracy, yo, we back. Yes, we are. My man, Mr. Miami Cuddles in the building. Mr. Keith, great content, buddy. That collab was one of the best vids I've seen in a while. Thank you, my friend. I enjoy all of you guys' content also. I may not always comment and tell you, but I do. I do love you guys' content. Did you ever review the Valentino Aqua yet? No, I have not. I've worn it today. I actually have it right here, and I was gonna do the review until I saw that I was going live, and I got beside myself and I jumped it totally into something else. So I'm sorry I haven't done it yet, but I will get it done today. What's your favorite Valentino? Right now I only have two, and I have Valentino the original, the Uomo. I have this one, and I have the Aqua, and you can see the size difference. This one was, I think, $59.99, and this one was like $39.99 or something like that. And believe it or not, both of these came from TJ Maxx. And when some of us reviewers are talking about cheapies, it's not always about buying Adidas or Nautica Voyage. It's really about going to discounters and running into stuff like this. Like, this is another level, another tier type stuff. Like, this stuff is above stuff like Hannah Mori, in which it smells great. Don't get me wrong now. I'd buy this in a heartbeat. But finding cheapies like this is what it's all about. Most of the time we go to the store, we've seen people run into Parfums de Marly. Well, not Parfums de Marly. It's, what's the other one? Aqua, what is it? Aqua de Parma. And some people in other cities have found Creed fragrances and stuff like that. That's what we mean by hidden gems sometimes. We're not always talking about going in and finding, you know, like I just said, like some, the L'Homme Ideal cologne, or, you know, running in and finding an Encre Noir somewhere or something. It's not always about those. It's about finding stuff like this. But you want to know what's my favorite? It's going to have to be the Aqua. This one got me 8 hours of longevity off of the few sprays that I sprayed on me today. And I got one compliment. I got 2 compliments. One of them was from one of my co-workers who thinks that the Invictus line is the best ever, and that's all it is that he want to deal with. He don't care what nobody else wears. He wears the hip. Like, I can't wear the same fragrance 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. I can't do it personally. After a while, people at your job gonna be like, damn, how many times he gonna wear that shit? You know what I'm saying? And then you get burnt out on it. So I can't wear the same thing over and over and over. But he actually told me today, I was walking in front of him, and he was like, damn, man, you smell good. He was like, man, you drowning out my cologne and shit. So he went back and had to respray. But this shit is fire. And somebody asked me the difference between this one and the original. They have the same DNA. They have that same powdery aspect. Just add an aquatic note to it. And if you like aquatics, then you will love this. This shit is legit. I like this one too. Not so much for the summer, like when it's hot like it is. Because of that powdery note, it'll choke the shit out you. But this is good. This is A1. This is legit. And this bottle is sexy as fuck. I mean, this one is too. But there's something about this one that looks that clear, almost, you know what I'm saying? It's sexy, man. I like that. What is your top frag for attracting women? Honestly, my number one fragrance, you probably ain't even gonna believe this. Bora Bora. Let me think about this before I stick my foot in my mouth. Bora Bora by Liz Claiborne. I think it's Liz Claiborne. Is probably my top fragrance, and that's a cheapie. I found it at Ross. It was like what, $10, $12, $15, something like that. And a lot of people don't even talk about it like that. But the ones who listened to that video, that saw I kept talking about it, and they went out and got it, trust me, they loved it. I don't have it now because I sold it, but I will get it back in the collection. But that one is my number one fragrance. I wore that, and literally, go back and watch my video on Bora Bora and see what I said about it. People were literally walking up to me and sniffing me all day, period, with that on. I went across the street to the senior care center just to show off a little bit to see what was going to happen. And it did the same thing over there. People were walking past me and they were stopping and sniffing me and stuff. And I said it before. I felt like I was going to get molested that day. I said that. So Bora Bora is probably my number one. My number two that got me the craziest compliment. And people aren't going to believe it because this one doesn't get a lot of love. But this Bulgari Aquamarine, I walked through, go back and watch my review on this one. I walked through the CCU unit of the hospital, and two young Caucasian nurses or CNAs ran back through the hallway, followed me down the crossover, and said, what are you wearing? Whatever it is, you can walk through here smelling like that any day. So Bora Bora and this guy right here got me a lot of compliments. Now I know the Bulgari Pour Homme, everybody says it's better, it smells yada yada yada. I know Trey said it yesterday. I seen one of his videos. I've never smelled it, so I can't verify that. But I know that one in particular got me crazy hype compliments and Bora Bora. So that's all I got to say about that. When is Mr. Cheap Scents fragrance coming out? I am not interested in doing that, my friend. That is too much work for me. I mean, if I can, get some backing behind me, if I had some money or something like that, then yeah, I probably would do it. But, Shave-a-thon, what time will your news, sports, and weather report be on tonight? Never. That is something I don't do. I rarely watch the news. I do watch sports, but only when it has anything to do with Alabama football. Just in case y'all don't remember, Bama boy. I also got the elephant right there, so y'all know it's serious. Roll Tide. Indecents. Congratulations. Thank you.
What is this? Shave-a-thon. Most of the reviewers with the largest number of subscribers never go live. Well, I don't know what to say about that one because I love going live. I love talking to people. I love, whatever. I will pull every fragrance off my shelf if I have to make an interesting live. I love going live. It is what it is. Douglas Henry, great to see you. What's happening? Shave-a-thon, message retracted. Ricky. What did it say? I didn't know Valentino had an aqua scent. Well, now you know, my friend. And this is what it looks like. It's in the same kind of box that the original comes in. It's just a gray or a lighter color box. And it says Valentino Uomo Aqua on it. I don't have the box, but this is what it looks like. And I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. It's kind of hard to see. But it says Valentino, and right underneath it, it says Uomo. And right underneath Uomo, it says Aqua, but it's real small. It's kind of hard to see. I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to see. But yes, this is the Aqua version. It is on there. Louisiana rocking with you. Boot up. Yes, sir. That's from Darwin McCarthy. Dwayne says, before I forget, don't spray more than 3 sprays of Nexos. That's strong. LOL. Note taken. If you had to pick one, what would be your absolute favorite fragrance? From Lance Goodman. If I had to pick one, I like Casino Royal Nights, but I don't know if I can deal with wearing that one particular one all the time because it is highly sweet, but it's very nice. It's like women love it. That's another one I could have thrown in there also. I forgot about it. Casino Royal Nights. I'll throw that one in there too. That's another one that gets me. That's a lady killer. If you go back and watch the review I did on that one, a young lady, she said, I was cleaning the carpet in her office, and she said, I don't know what you're wearing, but it smells nice, and it doesn't even give me a headache. And I actually gave her the rest of the bottle, and they sent me another one. The person that I got that from, he sent me another sample of it, a bigger decant. But that lady said she wanted it. I even gave her Dua's website so she could order some. Now, whether she did it or not, I don't know, because people do talk out the side of their neck sometimes. So whatever the case may be, she acted like she really wanted it. And all day when I had on Casino Royal Nights, I was getting compliments walking down the hall. If I'm standing still and somebody was standing next to me or walked past me, if I was in the elevator, anywhere I went that day. So that's 3. Bora Bora, Casino Royal Nights, and what was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was now. I'm having brain fart. Oh, the Bulgari Aquamarine. If I had to pick one, I think I would probably go with Club de Nuit Intense Man, to be honest with you. That's a pretty versatile fragrance. It is kind of strong, like my man Georgia Gent said. He wore it to work, and he said somebody said it was a little loud, but it could have been the mixture that he did. I think he said he put on Club de Nuit Intense Man and Parfums Vintage Intense Gold. I think he layered those two together, which probably was too much. You probably could have went with like 1 or 2 sprays of Club De Nuit Intense Man and got away with it. I've worn it to work myself, and I got compliments when I wore it. I didn't get nobody saying that it was too strong, except for that one chick that always says the same thing. This chick named Melissa that works there. She don't never like anything I wear. I think I wore one cologne that she said smelled good, and everything else I've worn, I got like hundreds of colognes, and she don't like nothing. Oh, it's too strong, it's too loud, you spray on too much, you this and you that. And I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. So, Club De Nuit Intense Man will probably be my obvious choice to go with. It's versatile. I can get away when it's summer, spring, winter, fall. I know the reformulation has happened, and you know it doesn't perform like it used to, but I still say that's probably one of the most versatile fragrances that I have in my collection. Like, I can't think of too much more besides one that has the staying power plus performance. Probably this, the Acqua di Gio Absolute by Giorgio Armani. I had a chick grab me. I was at the Jerk Shack, which is a Jamaican restaurant around the corner from my place. And I wore this one night. I was out with my sister and 2 of her friends. And this chick that I know, I was coming out of the club, and she smelled me when I came in. She grabbed me when I was leaving. We was outside, and told me how great I smelled. And me and her been friends ever since. So, yeah, this one is another versatile fragrance that I'd wear also. So, let's see. I got that Bora Bora because of your recommendation, and it's the real deal, Anthony Rodriguez. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, it's not a bad fragrance. It's just a cheapie, and 9 times out of 10, if somebody sees it on the shelf, they're going to pass it anyway. They ain't even going to give it a second glance. But it actually is pretty damn good. I like it. And I am going to get me another bottle of it, but I have to wait until I get some money. So, Baltimore Big Man, Mr. Invictus. Yeah, dude, man, he started off with Invictus Aqua. I mean, Invictus, the original. And he wore that damn thing to death, man. Like, every single day. And then he's the one that I said before. He knows that I shop at like Ross and TJ Maxx and places like that. And that's where I get most of my cologne from. In which, in most cases, some of these colognes are being sold or have been sold at Belk's and, you know, all these other retail stores. So he thinks just because somebody or he buys, well, somebody else buys his stuff for him, he don't buy jack. But just because somebody goes to Belk's and buys him Polo Double Black from the store and they pay $80, $90, $100 for it, he acts like it's better than mine because my Polo Double Black, if you find it at a discount store, costs me $20, $25. He thinks his is better than mine. So just because he got Invictus and he wears the shit out of it and he gets compliments, that means that I don't get compliments with mine? Because there's been days where I got compliments and he didn't get any. And he gets like butt hurt about it. So he finally, while he was wearing the original, I ended up finding the Aqua version in TJ Maxx in Florida. And I bought it. It was like, I think, $35 or $45. So I bought it. I didn't really like it because it gave me too much of the same vibe as Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. And I don't like light blue. So I sold it. And then I ended up with Invictus Intense, which is a pretty good fragrance. It is a little bit too strong, a little too loud for me. He finally got it. And he's wearing it now. And he's wearing the hell out of it. And I don't want to wear mine and come to work smelling like him. So, you know, that's him. He's Mr. Invictus. So, that's on him. You have to be mature and grown to be able to appreciate Bora Bora. Jonathan Robinson. Yeah. you have to be able to like sweet fragrances, and it is a sweet one. It's just not like Invictus type sweet, but it's different. You can tell it's a little bit dated, but it's still good. Which Mancera fragrance was your favorite? That, I think it was lemon oud or something, oud or whatever the hell it was. That was pretty good. I think I have some samples that I had, but I haven't tested them all, so I don't know. I have to go back and look and see. But that one was pretty good. I like that one. How often during the day are you spraying yourself? And when coworkers give you compliments, did you just spray yourself within the hour? Sometimes, yeah, that's from Shave-a-thon, and sometimes no. When I got my first compliment this morning, it was probably 3 hours after I had sprayed it on. And that was when I got the first compliment from my coworker that said I smelled good, the dude. Now I got one from a female that smelled it later, like maybe 5 hours later. And yeah, she liked it. And that was well after. And I didn't reapply this one today at all. This Valentino Uomo Aqua. I didn't reapply this at all. I sprayed like maybe, I don't know, like 6, 7 sprays of this on before I entered the building, because I have to walk across a field to get to the building from where we park at. I didn't reapply this one at all, and this got me 8 hours. And that last compliment I got was from the same female, and this was like 8 hours, 7.5, almost 8 hours after the fact. So it was still there. It might not have been pumping like it was when I first put it on, but it was still there. Like my hand is not even all the way to my nose, and I can still smell it coming off my skin. It even bled through onto my t-shirt when I sprayed my shirt. So, but some fragrances don't last that long. I get it. Top scent for attracting women is the smell of money. Well, that's something I can't give them, so I ain't even worried about that money aspect, Shave-a-thon. That's, I mean, if that's the motto that you live by, go for it. But I don't believe in giving out nothing if I don't have to. I've been through all of that before, being used and trying to be Mr. Nice Guy and all that kind of crazy ass shit, man, and getting ran over in the end, and females pretending like they like you just to get what they want out of you. I'm not that type of dude anymore. So the smell of money is the only thing that's attracting women. I don't want them. Sorry. What up, though, Mr. Cheap Sense? Oh, there he is, the mayor of Detroit. What's happening, my boy? I was just telling him about the Sauvage that you sent, and it was something else that you sent. I can't even remember what the hell it was. Something else that you sent me. I can't remember what it was right now, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. You going live, so you got on the good wife beater, not the basic white, but the business casual gray. Oh, you uppity now, LOL, just tripping. Congrats, my dude. Actually, this is not my good shirt because I got a big ass hole right there. So that tells you right there that your boy ain't Hollywood, because I got a big ass hole right there. And a lot of people wouldn't even came on here with a hole in their shirt, but I'm at home and I'm comfortable, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Have you tried Mr. Burberry? I've smelled it in Ulta and Belks, but I don't own it. I've seen it once in Marshalls, and the price on it was still, to me, a little steep, so I passed on it, and when I went back, it was gone. So, no, I have smelled it, but I don't own it. you have loan EDL, EDP? If so, what are your thoughts on it? I don't think I have the EDP. I think mine is the EDT. Yeah, this is the EDT. I don't have the EDP. This is the one I found. I think I ordered this online. But it's nice. I like it. I understand it's not going to be for everybody. The performance on it is really not the best. But for the right price, I think it's worth having. I'll say that. And especially now, being that it's discontinued, ain't no telling what you can get for this in the future if you hold on to it long enough. As long as it's not expired, ain't no telling what you can get for this. And I don't wear it much. I think I've worn this once. It's still basically a full bottle almost. And I'm pretty sure somebody would give me a decent penny for this if I hold on to it long enough. But I like the EDT. It's cool. I don't have the EDP, so I can't vouch for that one. Let's see. You don't think Aqua de Gio Absolute smells like Invictus? Not really. Invictus is like bubblegummy type sweet. And Absolute is not really bubblegummy to me. Purchased a bottle of Mont Blanc Skywalker. It's supposed to be Star Walker, but okay. Due to your recommendation, and I must say, yeah, Star Walker is not a bad fragrance at all. A lot of that stuff gets overlooked. Like what trips me out is how a lot of these bigger name fragrance reviewers used to rave about these same fragrances that we're experiencing now. And now when you hear them talk about it, how they smell dated to them, how it's generic and synthetic, and it's just like a high-end dryer sheet and all this kind of stuff. They kill me with that stuff, man. I mean, I understand your scent palette gets better or changes when you start getting into niche and indie and all that stuff. But just don't downgrade these fragrances because somebody else is coming up behind you and are experiencing the same things. And if they hear you talking about it, they're going to bypass them and miss that experience and try to jump straight into some niche or whatever, and they don't know what they're getting themselves into. So I hate when people, and I don't like using the word hate, but I hate when people downplay the cheaper ones. Like I have F Black still on my shelf right here. I sold it to somebody, and it came right back through somebody else, a smaller bottle of it though. So it's meant for me to have it. That's how I feel. So I mean, it's not a bad fragrance for somebody out there will enjoy it. Which Bond number 9 you like the most? Personally speaking, I have never owned a Bond number 9 in my life. I think I have a couple of decants of one or two that I haven't tried yet. If Andy Warhol smells anything like the one I have from Sensual Obsessions, then Andy Warhol will have to be my absolute favorite. Now, I hear it's another one that people talk about a lot. I haven't smelled it, but hopefully one day I'll get my hands on some. Centaur fragrance. Hey, my friend. What's happening, my man? Let's see. I picked up Tequila Gold about a week ago. I like it a lot. Yeah, man. Tequila Gold, that the whole presentation was fire. I actually got mine from a flea market. A friend of mine bought it for me. It was like $40-something, I think it was, which ain't bad. It has a nice box and bottle presentation, and that shit smells good as hell. The downside to it is it smells like an Invictus. And I hate to say that, but that's exactly what it smells like. This is the box that I got. And it opens up like this. and it, you know, the presentation sits in there. It's golden, but it's see-through. Has a gold metal cap. Atomizer is not bad at all. And it smells great. That's nice. So, yeah. It does have that kind of Invictus type deal to it. But I like it though. We got live videos going on now. Yeah, man, I've been trying. This is the reason why this is that Scentitar fragrance. This is the reason why I wanted to get to this 1,000 subscribers. Is because I was doing live videos in the beginning, and then YouTube just cut me off. And they said that, you know, I don't have enough subscribers to be yada yada yada, and so I couldn't do it unless I went another route. And my laptop crashed on me. I didn't have the money to fix it, and so I just gave up on it, and I just started pushing for the 1,000 subscribers. That's the only reason why I wanted to get to this 1,000 subscribers, so I can start doing live videos again. I love doing live videos. I love talking to you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I've always been like that, and ever since they stopped me, I've had that itch, and I couldn't scratch it. I kept, you know what I'm saying? So now that we back, I'm full force. What up, big dog? Things I see, fam. David Sanchez. Yeah, man, I'm back. Scentitar, mint, lemon. Oh, yeah. I think that's the one I was talking about. They asked me which one was my favorite, and that's really the only one I think I've smelled so far, and it's pretty good to me. The Montal niche line is one I like to try. Almost everything is supposed to be strong in that line. I don't know. I've never tried any of the Montals, period. But if I could get my hands on some that can send me a few samples or something. I'm not looking for full bottle presentations, even though that would be nice. But some decants would be cool just to be able to get my nose on some of that stuff. What's your next full bottle purchase? I don't know. Order-wise, I don't know. I haven't been on Fragrance X, Fragrance Net, or any of them websites in a while. If I see something in a store that I'm interested in, I'll buy it. But for the most part, I'm not really out looking for anything. So I'm not sure about that one. David Sanchez, good stuff. Shavathon. Many of us are in the same boat with the smell of money. What is with you and the smell of money? Brian Wade message retracted. David Sanchez, you need you a sugar mama. Yep, red pill it up. Let's see. You said pineapple vintage intense. I sent you went bad. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't know if air got in it because it was leaking bad when it came to me. But I had it sitting on the shelf. It was just sitting there, and I wore it once by itself, and it smelled funny. And then I layered it with something else with pineapple in it, and it still smelled funny. It made that whole deal smell funny. And then somebody was like, they wanted it. So I said, okay, I don't know what's wrong with it. It don't smell good. But if you want to trade, we can trade. And I forgot what we traded each other for. I think it was maybe this Bleu de Chanel, the corner of it or whatever. I don't know what it was, but I sent it to him, and he said the same thing. He said it was leaking and it smelled funny. So I don't know what happened, man. It didn't smell good. It smelled like it was sour or something. I don't know what the deal was. Anthony Rodriguez, I think he sent you PV. Brian Wade, I bought Valentino Uomo Intense 100 ml for $44 at Marshall's. Yeah, that's not bad. I spent I think this was in I want to say Fernandina Beach at TJ Maxx. I stopped at Ross first, and then I was trying to get to TJ Maxx, but they was finna close. It was like 5 minutes left, so I'm in the women's department checking, and the lady started coming on the intercom saying all purchases must be brought to the front, whatever. So I ran over there to the men's section, and I'm looking, I'm searching frantically, trying to find something that I can leave there with, because I drove like, I don't know, like 25, 30, maybe 35 minutes to get there, something like that. So I seen the box of the Valentino, and I was like, oh shit. I picked it up and looked at it, and I was like, fuck, $59.99? Like, I ain't come all this way to spend $60. And she said it again. She was like, last minute call, this is it. You know, bring your stuff up front. We're closing the doors. And I was like, fuck it. I went ahead and jumped on it. So that's how I got that one. And I think I found this one here across the street from where I stayed. And I think this was like $39.99 or something like that. But this wasn't a bad buy either. Brian Wade, yeah. The L'Homme Ideal cologne is supposed to be weak. I just said this a few minutes ago. Yeah, the performance on it is weak. It does not last more than maybe a couple of hours. For some people, they may get less than that. It's just, you know, sometimes body chemistry, sometimes it's just people have dry skin and it just absorbs it faster than others. Hygiene, it could be a number of different things. It could be just the you know, the fragrance itself could just be weak. But scent-wise, it smells great for what it is. I mean, I've had this discussion with people. I think me and you, Shavathon, have talked about this before. And I understand that not everything is going to be like it was in the 70s, in the 80s, the 90s, the 60s, or whatever era that shit was powerhouses. We know this. Like, people don't use the same high-priced ingredients because they're trying to cut corners and save costs. So that's understandable. And with me, I don't go into every purchase thinking, oh, this is going to be the bomb. It's going to be the powerhouse fragrance. I don't go into it like that. For me, right now, all I'm looking for is a decent cologne that smells different than everybody else, that's going to, you know, be mass appealing and at least get me close to a full work. If it can get me to lunchtime, I'm fine. Because I can go into the break room or I can go into the equipment room where my bag is, and I can refresh, hit myself 2 or 3 times, go about my business. It'll get me through the rest of the day. I'm not interested in buying something for $160, $70, $200, $300 and expecting it to last me 2 weeks when I spray it on one time. That's not possible anymore. It may be a few fragrances out there that will get you beyond 8 hours, yes, but I'm not willing to spend that kind of money to pay for it. And then most of the time, people are going out buying these high-ass price fragrances, and they're not even getting the performance like they should be from it. I'll be mad as hell if I spent $300 and something on a Creed fragrance, and that shit only lasts me what? An hour and a half projection with like 4 or 5 hours of longevity. I'll be highly pissed. But buying some of this stuff like I have here, Coach for Men and all this stuff, if I can get at least 2 hours projection close to it anyway, and at least 5.5 maybe hours of longevity out of it, I'm cool with that. That's just me. I'm not everybody else. So that's a no on the sugar mama. I mean, if somebody wants to be my sugar mama, then hey, let's do it. I have L'Homme Ideal EDP, and it smells fantastic. If you like cherry and almond scents, then you will love it. Yes. Sent Vince. Love from the UK, bro. What's happening? I'm international, baby. We getting there. Millesime Imperial lasts longer than Sean John Unforgivable. My personal opinion, the sample that I have coming from Sensual Obsessions. Now, I've never smelt the original Millesime Imperial from Creed, but this version that Sensual Obsessions sent me, I think it lasts longer than Unforgivable, and I think the quality is a little bit better than Unforgivable, but that's just my personal opinion. You got Rasasi Hawass. No. But I want Hawass. But the only Rasasi that I have is this. And that is Darige. And this smells pretty damn good. I like this one. It smells kind of soapy a little bit. Clean, fresh, a little bit sweet. I like this one a lot. But I do want Hawass. I just haven't got my hands on it. Have you tried any of the Versace's? Yes. I have Arrows, The Dreamer, Mano Fresh, Pour On, Dylan Blue, Loam, and Versace Man as of right now. I think that's all I have. But yeah, I've tried them, and my favorites. Now, if you've seen the review I did on Versace Loam, you know I had a time with that one that gave me a fit. The first time I bought it, it smelled like cat piss on a mattress that's been sitting out on the curb for about a month, and the little kids are out there jumping up and down on it, flipping on it, and they coming in the house and sitting on your good couch. That's what it smells like at first. So I took it back, and I did a review on it, and I told people what I thought about it. It sucked, and people kept saying, no, man, you got to go back, you got to get it, and give it a chance to dry down. It's going to be nice. So I went and got it, and I actually sprayed it and let it dry down, and it actually turned out to be pretty good. It dried down to like this vanilla, nice vanilla type deal. I like it. I don't wear it every day. It will have to be some kind of occasion where I would wear it, where I would spray it here, and then by the time I got to where I was going, it's dry, because I don't like the opening on Loam. I hate it. Versace Man is one I got not too long ago. I think it was in a trade. Somebody in Miami had it, and it doesn't get cold in Miami like that. And they said that it just sat there. They didn't have no use for it, and I traded with them. I can't remember what it was, but I have it now, and whenever it turns cold, I'll get my first wearing out of it. But my favorite is probably the Pour On version. Dylan Blue is nice, but Dylan Blue can be overpowering if you overspray. My kids didn't like it because I oversprayed the first time I wore it around them. Versace Mano Fresh has given me fits because it smells to me like Raid roach spray. But when I wear it, everybody around me likes it. They say it, I smell good. But all I smell personally all day is Raid fucking roach spray. So, go figure. The Dreamer, it's okay. It's not all that. It smells dated a little bit. It would have to be a special occasion to wear that, like maybe a wedding or maybe a funeral or something like that. But and Arrows, I have 2 small bottles of Arrows. One of them was given to me, and the other one I purchased. I like Arrows. Arrows gets a lot of hate. They like Arrows Flame better because it's like a more toned down version. And I per se was kind of disappointed with Arrows Flame, because with the name Flame, I thought it was going to have a little spice to it, a little kick, and it just smells like a toned down version of Arrows. So, go figure. See, Anthony Rodriguez, that really sucks. Your co-worker ruined Invictus for you. It's a good line, good thing. There are many other scents on the market. Yeah, I mean, he really didn't ruin it for me. It's just the fact that he wears it so much to the point where I don't even want to wear the one I have, which is the intense version, because he wears his intense version every day now. And it, I just have to else other than work. One fragrance I need to get my hands on is Issey Pulse of the Night. I'm not a fan, honestly, of Issey Miyagi. Um, they don't perform well on me. The performance is not that great. Some of them smell good, like that blue bottle with the silver cap. I didn't like that one. To me, it smelled like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue almost, and I don't like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. It's too powdery to me. It's too strong. Like the Valentino line is powdery, but it's not to the point where I don't like it. I like those, but that Dolce & Gabbana, I think it's that citrus mixed with that powdery iris note or whatever. I don't like that. That's too strong for me, and I didn't like that. Now, I have one that I do like, two rather. One of them I did, the fresh version. I did like that one, but I think I traded it or sold it, whichever one. I found this one at a TJ Maxx in Savannah, and this is Nuit DSE. It's okay. And this one is one that a lot of people talk about, and I like this one. This smells good. Low DC Pour On Eau de Toilette Fresh. I like this one. This is nice. Now the other one, that's the fresh version, I like that one, but I didn't keep it. Let's see. Versace Hawass is a great fragrance. Stephen Fragrance. You have a dream fragrance you can't afford. A dream fragrance you can't afford, but it's some kind of holy grail to you. I don't hold any fragrance to be any kind of holy grail, but I wouldn't mind owning, as much as I talk shit about Creed fragrance prices, I think I would want to own at least one bottle of Aventus just to say that I have it. I don't view it as a holy grail like everybody puts it as, like king of all fragrances and all that. And I think what probably ruined that experience for me is before I even smelled any Creed period, I had Club de Nuit Intense Man, and when I got that, that was the end all be all for me. Even though I do have Insurrection Pure 2, and I have one or two other clones of it, but yeah, as far as Holy Grail, no, I don't have a Holy Grail type fragrance, but Creed Aventus would probably be one I would love to own a bottle of, not a decant or a sample, just really a full bottle just to say I have one. Now, the Creed that I did get, I think it's fake, but it is what it is. I didn't pay for it. Somebody gifted it to me, so. Prince Walker, what's up, my dude from Las Vegas? What's happening? Have you ever tried Al Charmaine Oud Gold Edition. No, I have not. I wouldn't mind though. Sean John 3 a.m. is a great scent. I had 3 a.m. and I thought it was just average. It was okay. I didn't keep it. I got rid of mine. It wasn't a big deal to me. What's up, brother? Glad to see you live, Scent Nation. What's happening? Yeah, man. Doesn't seem to last long. I keep telling Mr. Cheap Sense that the real cheapie he would. Michael Jordan Legend. I've been looking for Legend, but I can't find it here where I live. And ordering it isn't an issue, but I don't have the money for it right now. So I've been trying to get my hands on Michael Jordan Legend, but to no avail. So Mr. Miami Cuddles Legend is synthetic. I can believe it. I've smelled some of the other Michael Jordans, and I was disappointed in all of those. And I took every last one of them right back to the store. 3 a.m. is fresh and shower gel type. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I had it. I bought a small bottle of it from Bell's. I sprayed it. I did a review on it also, but I wasn't thrilled by it. It wasn't a game changer, and it wasn't something that I was willing to hold on to. So I sold mine. You ever smell by the fireplace? I think somebody just sent me a sample of that. I haven't gotten to it yet. But I heard Big Beard Business talk about it a lot. So, it does smell like pancake syrup and coffee. I only tried Legend in the heat though. Dolce & Gabbana for women or men? For men. I've heard that the women's version of Dolce & Gabbana, Dolce & Gabbana light blue was better than the men's version, but I've never smelled it. So the Michael Jordan in the red and white bottle is very good. I've seen it. I've never smelled that one. I have a mini, and you can find minis for like $5. The fresh reminds me of ginger beer. Hawaii smells like mint and cinnamon. After 1 hour, then nothing. Yeah, my bud did a review on the red and white bottle. Michael Jordan, very likable. I agree with you about Creed Aventus. I've been putting it off. But yeah, because I'm a collector, you have to have the so-called king. Keith, you should join the Alexandria fragrance group. I thought I was. There's a lot of these groups been popping up on my timeline, and I've been trying to jump into as many of them as I can, but you know, it's so many of them out there. I'm not the biggest fan of Alexandria. I haven't smelled too many from Alexandria, but I would like to. Wait for. Congrats. 1K. Thank you. By the fireplace. It's kind of hard to decide on. I don't know if I like it. Robert Chung. What's up, man? What's happening? Royal Equestrian from Alexandria is great. I don't think I've smelled that one. Gotta go. See you soon. Alright, Centaur. Glad to see you live. Thank you, Robert Chung. I love DJ Light Blue Swimming in Lipari. I haven't smelled that one. 504 Lefty. Yes, we're alive. Yes, we are. Robert Chung. Yes, we made it. Have you tried Stronger With You? Yes, I have smelled Stronger With You in Ulta and in Belks, and I like it, but that price I don't like. So, therefore, I don't own it. And until it comes down a little in price, that's when I will decide to get it. But as of right now, I don't have it. Alright, guys, so it's about 5 or 6 minutes till 4:30. I enjoyed this talking to you guys. It's time for me to get ready to get up out of here, go to my second job. If I get a minute, I will do the video or review of the Valentino Uomo Aqua. I talked about it a little bit in this video, but I'll get around to it. If not tonight, it'll be tomorrow sometime. But I am out of here, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this also. We back, baby. Peace.